about to go see?
Berner and Steve Lobel. You know, Steve Lobel is a legendary manager, like everything. So I'm excited to interview him soon. Yeah. Okay.
Crazy, right?
Motherfucker hard. He smoked some of my shit.
Yo, what's up, everybody? This your man Chuck Creekmur, aka Jigsaw. We here with Berner. What's good with you?
Man, I'm feeling good in that wine right now.
That's what's up, man. Like, it's good to have you, man. I think this is your first interview with us.
It is, man.
Yo, you've been around for so long. I can't understand how this hasn't happened before. It's
I'm
crazy.
glad, you know what? I brought Steve Lobel to the table and he put me with the real. So, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Steve, yeah.
Yeah, salute Steve Lobel. We're going to get him in the seat soon enough, but
hell yeah.
For sure. So, first of all, talk about this new album. You got a new one. You about, what, 16 albums deep?
This 31.
31?
Yeah. Not all of them are solo albums. You know, there's a good amount of group albums, a couple compilations, but I was featured on almost every song in the compilation. So as far as like projects put out to sale,
Yeah.
I'm 31. Yeah.
That's crazy. What makes this one different?
You know what? I actually like hit a lot of goals on this album as far as like as an artist, like the way I treat my music is I want to work with people I grew up listening to. I'm never really concerned about chasing charts or big songs or records or, you know, like Billboard or anything like that, charts. I work with people I grew up listening to, so what makes this album different is I feel like I accomplished a lot of that on this one. And I've been working at it in the 31 albums. I've worked with a lot of people I wanted to work with, but I mean, I got Bone Thugs and Harmony on this album. I got DJ Quick, which has been a big bucket list for me, you know what I'm saying, being from the West Coast. I worked with DJ Paul, got OG Cocaine on it, so just some good shit.
Saw Cocaine, I'm like, oh snap, that's
And
crazy.
he bodied it. And that record's so dope. And to take like kind of a new sound and a timeless sound and bring these artists I grew up listening to and put them on my vision on a record I want to hear them on, it's like, who could ask for anything else?
Yeah, definitely. How do you stay passionate about rhyming and recording after so many projects?
I mean, the shit is therapy. I don't need to go see a psychiatrist or a therapist. That's the way I look at it. It's like you can really tell your story through the music, and you can express your frustrations. And if you have a problem with somebody, you can vent it, or you know, say if you're feeling a certain way about life or certain things. It's really just like the best way ever to voice you know what's on your mind.
Yeah. A lot of people talk about mental health. Have you, gone through or experienced things?
I had bad anxiety.
Yeah.
Bad. Depression, not so much. I got a beautiful daughter. I got a good family.
Yeah.
You know, I've seen and been able to be a part of a lot of legendary and good moments in my life, good times. But mental health and anxiety is real for me. Yeah, I work hella hard.
Right. Yeah, definitely. Now, everybody knows you the weed man. You the guy. You're the go-to guy.
Well, you know, I've just been in the business for a long time, since the early 2000s, and have like kept my name good and kept innovating and being a part of new projects and new strains that hit the market and being behind them. So, you know.
Now, your album, you talk about Rico.
Yeah.
Is that with the weed or is that with the rhyme? What is that for?
Rico stands for the Rico Act.
Yeah, of course.
I get high and paranoid. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I just feel like I'm still around a lot of cats, and I be trying to scare motherfuckers straight. People I came up with.
Yeah.
And I say shit in my records and I do things and call albums like Rico for a reason. Tell little homies like, man, look, I've been able to make it this far and never want to look back at that old lifestyle. This shit'll scare your ass straight.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course. Now, a lot of people, weed is on the table. Marijuana legalization is a big thing now. But obviously, if you go back far enough, not really that far, it's still on the table.
Yeah.
It was very illegal and still is, honestly. But you have been doing it for a minute now already.
Yeah, I'm from the Bay. So like in San Francisco in '96, the first medical club opened up. And as a kid, I see people coming in and out them buildings with the brown bags and smelling that good, seeing the edibles and the hash and all that. So I grew up seeing it in an environment where it's accepted. So, come out here to NY just to see the laws change a little bit, where they're a little more lenient on it. I see motherfuckers blowing right off when I pulled up.
Yeah.
That shit makes me smile.
Right.
It makes me think soon there's going to be a store out here and I want all the way in.
Word.
I want to give the good people in New York good weed. I love getting high with New Yorkers, man. Like, big time. Like, getting high with New Yorkers is one of my favorite things because y'all are so passionate about the herb. And I don't think you guys have been able to taste so many of the things that's been on the West Coast, the newer things. So every time I get high with a New Yorker, it's like an amazing experience. So
Why weed smokers so snobby, man? Yo, I'm not really a smoker like
Yeah.
that. Yo, y'all not inviting
Let me ask you a question. Would you eat Burger King every day?
No, I don't.
Knowing that there's a okay, what's your favorite dish? Let's put it like that.
I mean, what I like or what I eat.
Like, what's something that you eat? Not what you like. What do you like?
I eat pretty clean now, but if I'm gonna say something I eat every day, I'm gonna say chicken.
Chicken. All right. So you can go get KFC and eat KFC, or you can go to that fire ass spot. You know, one of the Puerto Rican joints or a Jamaican spot, or you can get different styles of chicken.
Right.
And so you can go get the same style of chicken every day, and it's gonna be chicken.
Yeah.
And it's cool. It'll feed you.
Right.
It'll satisfy the need, or you can go get some flavor on that motherfucker. When you hit that jerk and that spice comes in, you're like, ooh, that motherfucker, little sweat dribbles down your face. Or you go get some, like, some teriyaki chicken, that motherfucker sweet. That's how weed smokers that know are snobby, because when I hit my shit, it's an experience every time.
Right. I
never not be like, damn, that shit tastes good as fuck. So, the cats that have spoiled their palate, it's just like they know what's really out there. Gotcha. So you couldn't go to KFC every day,
right,
knowing that there's other flavors and other styles out there. It just wouldn't work.
Now have you bonded with people over like weed? It seems like just a universal, club almost. You know what I'm saying? Currency, Redman, meth.
Outside of that, it's like it's a conversation starter and a way for people to bond worldwide.
Yeah.
I'll be somewhere talking to somebody with gray hair that's a Republican, fucks with Trump over a joint. I would never talk to this man ever in my life if it wasn't for the weed.
Yeah.
And my whole life, all around the world, has been like that. I've connected with people through weed and shared life experiences and was able to connect, network, and make things happen, even in my own businesses because of weed.
What does a Trump supporter that smokes weed have in common with Berner?
You know what? They liked weed. Straight up.
Yeah.
Like, this motherfucker is not someone I would kick it with. It's not really my style of a person to even want to get high with. But he was there, smelled the weed, was like, hey, what you got going on over there? I thought I was gonna get citizen arrest. Right. Motherfucker's like, man, is it cool if I take a few puffs on that? I'm like, cool, what's up? Where you from? And you get to talking, and first reaction with the good weed too is, oh my God, what is this? And then you just start talking and bonding. I've been in a house party back in Arizona back in the day. There was some shit about to pop off. There was some little rival gangs there. There was some weird tension in that motherfucker. And that sparked up a joint of something from Cali that I brought out there to Arizona. And the way it smelled in the air got everyone so intrigued. Motherfuckers came together and started talking. What's that? Oh, bro, it's from the Bay. You know what I'm saying? There's some cookie. Oh, what's cookie? Oh. And I'm not saying it stopped the problem, but it engaged everybody to just kind of like want to know. It just wasn't, the little tension just kind of like disappeared. It was weird.
Can you give me the top 5 strands of weed?
Yeah, so I'm gonna go in
Berner's top 5 strands of weed.
So if it was his name, should I go in order of what I'm smoking now, or just like best ever?
I'm gonna say best ever.
All right, we're gonna go Champagne, rest in peace, bring that back. We're gonna go Nade, rest in peace, bring that back.
Wait a minute, hold on. You gotta explain. You gotta explain to me. First of all, when you talk about bring something back, it's extinct. What happened?
Well, like, has any of your OGs ever talked about like Panama Red or Thai Stick or?
Yo, I'm straight. I don't know nothing. Like, I really
okay. So like,
don't know nothing.
when I was growing up, my parents would talk about like, oh, the Panama Red or the Thai Stick or the Colombian Gold. Where is it? And so when you grow weed, certain strains are like people. We all in this room look different. We all have different characteristics. That's how weed is. Yeah. Well, if you die, you die. And so you're not going to be around no more. And people growing these strains of weed disappeared. They either got busted or got old or gave up their operation or got pushed out the market or the business. So
okay.
These are the top 5 strains I grew up smoking. One of them coming from Canada.
Okay, so let's do both. Your top 5 ever and your top 5 now.
Current. Okay. Right. Okay. So top 5 ever, we go Nade, Champagne, OG Kush, Girl Scout cookies, and gelato.
Wait. You have to educate people. I literally don't know what you're saying right now.
So these are all different strains of weed.
Okay.
These are the ones that I've smoked in my life. Like, that I've gotten high off of and have given me like an experience that I wish was still here or that I still enjoy. So top 5 strains that I've ever smoked, whether they're here or not, would be Nade, Champagne, OG Kush, Girl Scout cookies, and gelato. Those 5 right there.
What's special though?
They're all unique.
Okay.
Champagne, you light up champagne, we call it Pelly back in the days. That motherfucker, you can smell that shit from down the block. It smells like some soap. It smells like this ivory crazy soap. It reminds me of Jamaica. That shit smells nuts. That shit was crazy. The name, well, that shit put you down. I used to go to the hood. I had no place over there. $10 to get you a little rock like that. You roll it up and get all your homies high. Who knows what was in that shit? God knows. The Girl Scout cookie changed the game. Yeah. Girl Scout cookies is global. It's international. Everyone knows what that is. Everyone seeks that. Okay. You know what I'm saying? The OG Kush, staple strain. Shout out to Cypress Hill, Be Real. Everyone smokes OG Kush. And gelato, something that we also put in the market too. That's a phenomenon too. Okay. That's the top. Top 5 dead or alive.
Right, no doubt. Now as an artist, did you look up to people? Did you like, oh man, Redman and Meth, they're what I mean, or Cypress Hill?
See, like, a lot of people don't know this, but I worked with Be Real from Cypress Hill on many projects. I always looked up to him. I mean, their records are timeless, but I grew up getting high to Bone.
Bone Thugs?
Bone Thugs.
Say word. And
just
Steve in the house.
And he made it possible on the album, so that's why All Time Goals has been. Yeah. I grew up riding around in a shady brown Cadillac, slapping Bone Thugs and getting high as a motherfucker. That music just spoke to me with the weed.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. Give us, if you will, your top 5 weed smoking rappers. We got this from Wiz too, by the way.
I'll probably go with. I'd definitely go with number 1, Bone Thugs and Harmony. Number 2, the Jacka. Rest in peace to the Jack artist out the Bay Area.
You got to work with him too, right?
Oh yeah, multiple projects. Yeah, 3 albums, 4 albums. Okay. 3 albums, I think. Yeah, my brother, he's on the new album too. Rest in peace to him. I would go with Bob Marley. I want to say this sounds weird, and it's not an artist, but it's a station. I listen to R. Kelly radio when I get high.
R. Kelly radio, come on, Berner.
Look, when you slap that old school R&B, it reminds me of being a kid, getting head in high school, and finger popping.
You just ruined the interview,
man. Hey, I feel you, but the R&B that comes up on that station when I get high is good.
Okay, all right.
It's vibes. And they might not even play Kelly once. Right. Or the vibe of that music though, R&B when I get high is good. Right. That's just the truth. Okay. I'm one of the biggest weed smokers, so R&B with weed goes great. Right. Goes super great.
No doubt.
And number 5, probably have to say, who do I love to get high to? I don't know, like that Dead President soundtrack vibe, like all that old soulful shit. Yeah. I mean, like really, all that vibe, like just that vibe. Anything you really ride to. Right. Got you.
Now, you as a businessman is not spoken enough about. It's something that I recently learned about. But you have been in business for a long time.
Yeah, I learned.
Can you talk about? I mean, it's my understanding you have an actual empire around marijuana.
Yeah, my mom and dad taught me when I was young, like, you want to work for yourself. Don't ever work for nobody. Be your own boss. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Self-employ yourself. And now you have to, control your own destiny. So I set a goal in my mind back in the days, which was a crazy goal. I want $200 million in the bank. That means I gotta make 400 after to pay taxes out too. Right. And so you start thinking about that goal and why you want that goal. Well, for generational wealth, to put my friends and family in a position to be successful, to give back to people that I've seen in my life that aren't given enough credit and enough help to get where they need to get, and also to live this motherfucker the best I can. I want to be able to really just go crazy and enjoy life. Will I ever get to 200 million? Probably not. But at the end of the day, it's a good goal to set. And I started a lot of incredible companies that I feel like are not just going to make good money, but they're going to be around for a long time. Yeah. And so whether I get to see some money in my lifetime that's game changing, or the businesses will be around for my daughter to come and run, or my kid, if I have a future son or whatnot. I really just stepped outside the box. I just really wanted to have my hands in a lot of stuff, and I work hard. Yeah, I'm Mexican, so I got the got the work ethic in me. Right, no doubt.
You have also clothing businesses too.
Yeah, Cookies Clothing blew up. Yeah, and it's tight because at first it was like something that my fans embraced and people that knew about me, and I never went to school for fashion or clothes or knew anything about the clothing industry, but I'm a fan of clothes. I'm a big dude, and we can only buy a few things. Right. Basketball jerseys, polo. Right. Back in the days, Coogee. A couple things only catered to us big dudes. Right. So I got real into making dope ass cut and sew that I can wear. Right. You know what I'm saying? So the jackets and the sweatsuits and all the dope ass trinkets we came with really blew the clothing line. Where I see people that wearing the clothes that have no fucking clue who I am. They're just dope clothes.
Okay, now the elephant in the room is this chain.
Huh.
This chain, what does this chain represent? It's a literal goat.
The chain represents a message to my my enemies. Nah, I'm just playing. Nah, but in a real way though, I mean, the weed business is cutthroat right now, and marijuana business is like the .com when it was on fire. But we've never really seen a substance in our lifetime, except alcohol, which I wasn't around during Prohibition, become legal, and everyone's in a rat race to get in a position to be relevant and to be around. So for those that have been trying to make my life miserable, that I've helped build, or you know, that are trying to maybe see my brand get pushed out the way, I gotta let them know, motherfucker, I'm the go to this shit, bro. Right. Period. Been risked my freedom, been through it all, seen it all, been able to be a part of some legendary moments in cannabis history. So they gotta see this big ass chain on my neck everywhere I go, like this interview, and just realize, damn, do we want to go against the GOAT?
Right.
Do we want to fuck with the GOAT?
Who's messing with you?
Man, you know what? I've actually been gag ordered not to speak about it, but you know. It's beautiful because, you know, I kill motherfuckers with success and with kindness, so they're probably watching everything I do in New York right now, wondering if I'm violating my gag order. But they gotta see this motherfucking goat every time they see me, so fuck 'em.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. I can only imagine the intense competition that's going on and cutthroat business-wise.
Man, look, it makes it dope game look like a joke.
Really?
Straight up, bro. And
wow.
I really grew up in this shit, and so the amount of cutthroat shit going, motherfuckers got a virtual hit on my Instagram right now. Just trying to have my Instagram deleted.
It got wiped out once, right?
It's got wiped out twice. And they've been trying to wipe it out. And shout out to my friends and my partners at Taylor Gang and my friends that work at Facebook and Instagram, because I'm from the Bay Area.
Right.
You know what I mean? We have insides, and yeah, they trying to get that motherfucker deleted, reported, and taken down every day.
Why? I mean, you may not be able to speak on it, but why?
You know, just because there's a need to try to recreate what we created. And what we created was a brand that was built off real lifestyle. This brand had music, had amazing weed to back the brand, that came with apparel and clothing and proprietary things like the rolling trays and the jars and the smell-proof bags. And Cookies is a fucking animal.
Yeah.
But it's also owned by someone that's a minority, somebody that's from the culture, and everyone that might be trying to push me out, maybe trying to either recreate the same thing or claim the responsibility for that animal right there. So
well, I salute you, and I wish you well in that. You know,
hey man, you know, it's a heavy burden, it's a lot of stress, but at the end of the day, I'm blessed to have this microphone, and I mean it, like to have the megaphone to be able to preach what we're talking about, because I think a lot of people know what we represent and where we came from and why we're still here. So they could try to do whatever they want, and people could, and big business could try to push the culture out as much as they want. But I preach to these big business guys all the time and say, listen, when you mix big business and culture, then it's a win. Because we know what everyone wants, and we know how to do it. And you have the infrastructure, and you're in the position, God put you in a position to do so. So let's just make sure our kids ain't smoking bullshit later on in the world, and future, you know, generations of people ain't smoking bunk weed.
Well, I definitely feel you on that. Now, should every black and brown person that ever got arrested for weed, should they be released from jail?
Fuck yeah. I mean, especially because we get targeted more than anyone. Yeah. When I get pulled over, the first thing they ask me is, have you ever been to jail? And I say no, and they get upset. Right. And they start questioning me more, and they want to see my ID, and they want to go through my shit. They think I'm lying. Yeah. That's fucked up. Right. Yeah. I've never been to jail, motherfucker, and I don't want to go to jail. Yeah. Absolutely. I love my kid. Right. So we get picked on more than anybody. And yes, we should be released, and we should also be able to participate and partake in some of the business opportunities going on. Yeah. And that's happening in California right now.
What's your relationship with Wiz right now?
Man, that's cool. That's my boy for life. Every time I see him, we laugh, we have a great time. There's no pressure on me as an artist on what I gotta do or deliver. He just lets me rock. And that's to me the dopest thing ever.
Yeah. What was it like when you guys first met?
Man,
explain to people how you guys met and became brothers as well.
The way I met Wiz was Mr. Fab hit me up and said, "Yo, Wiz Khalifa's in town. You ever heard of him?" I said, "I think I've heard him on the record, but I don't know him." He said, okay, well, he's gonna come to the Cannabis Club. I was running the Cannabis Club at this time, so we pulled up and we got high. We bonded, became homies, and when we first met, I was just chilling with him a lot on the road and just kind of moving around with him, and really just kind of on his schedule. And I really liked his whole team and the energy of his team. And around the time of meeting Wiz was right around the time my mom was dying. So my mom passed away, and I had a lot of negative thoughts in my head about like life in general. I mean, I was still in the game, like heavy on some other shit. And my mom passed away, and I knew that I had to be there for my daughter, and no one else would be able to raise my daughter like my mom, because she raised me well.
Right.
So I was like, I better straighten my shit up. And being around Wiz Khalifa really brought back my faith in rap music, because I was probably like 10 albums in by then. I was an underground cat. I make music for the streets, and that it does cool, but it doesn't really, you know how it go.
Yeah.
So he just really gave me the faith of like that rap is. I seen him on this tour, and I seen his boys all living, and you go on tour, they got catering, breakfast, lunch, and dinner for you. They got big stages, and I was like, man, I really want this shit. I want this shit. Like the street shit, I get killed or go to jail.
Right.
Old drug dealer does not exist.
Right.
So Wiz really gave me the energy to like have faith back in the music again.
That's dope. That's dope. What's the most profitable part of your empire? Is it music? Is it marijuana? Or is it clothing?
Clothing and marijuana.
Yeah.
And music. They're all good.
Yeah.
No, but not music though. I put more. I lied. Music is consistent. The checks come in, but I put so much money into the music because I want things done a certain way. But clothing is a very good profit margin for sure. And if you do weed right, you can make a lot of money from it. But we also put all our money back into the business. So.
Got you.
What's paying the bills right now is really clothing.
Yeah.
Clothing and music.
Okay. Now, I'm gonna ask you this real quick. What's it like working with Steve Lobel?
Legendary.
Yeah.
Man, you gotta learn. If you want to work with Steve Lobel, one, you better be ready to work. 2, learn how to hold your piss, because you're gonna move around a lot. Right? 3, plan your meals accordingly and put maybe like one of them little like Luna bars or something in your pocket, because you ain't gonna sit down. You gonna move.
Yeah.
And when I linked up with him on his album, it was special because I was watching him the way he works with Scott. And I had an album prior to Rico called The Big Pescado. I got to see Steve move a little bit. Like, this motherfucker moves mean.
Yeah.
This motherfucker's everywhere. I always talked about I want to go to New York with you to do a press run, but I took it further than that. I said, I want you to help me with this album.
Right.
You got a lot of motherfucking resources. Man, I done worked with everybody I could possibly imagine. The people I want to work with just don't work with anybody.
Right.
The last few on the bucket list.
Right.
And I know you have contact with A, B, C, D, E, F.
That's great.
And made that motherfucking shit happen and helped me put together some timeless records and some life goals. So, this is the first press run I've ever done in New York. And it's the first time, well, actually, I take that back. This is my second press one. And I actually got to do some amazing interviews and got the attention I deserved. The first one I sat in lobbies and no one came and hollered at me.
Really?
That's on my mom.
Well, when he calls, everybody.
And it's night and day difference, and it shows because you go to one of these big places, you start taking pictures of the signs, your juice, and they brush you off. I came back from home like, man, fuck, I ain't never doing none of that shit again, bro.
Right.
I'm not doing no interviews, no, I don't give a fuck. I'm hood rich.
Yeah.
What the fuck I need? And then I was like, man, let me take another crack at this. And it's dope because just seeing the reaction from social media, people are juiced to hear from your boy, and it makes you feel good. It's another breath of fresh air almost.
Well, my thing with the Bay is like we love y'all, but we don't see you enough. Like,
I'm coming out here soon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
New York is so dope, man. Like the vibes, the culture, the lifestyle, the stoners.
Yeah.
There's good people on a lot of history here.
Okay, so what's your end game, man? Like, what do you aspire to do next?
So I definitely want to get into film really badly. I wrote a movie called PAX. It's about the rise of designer weeds, like a marijuana crime film.
Okay.
No one's ever done it right. No one's ever talked about the trafficking, and we got it based on a true story of some real legends in the game.
Okay.
And my end goal really simple, man. I want to sell a couple of these companies when the time is right. I want to get to my goal. I want to retire in Hawaii and write movies and chill with my kids.
Yeah.
I want to get my wifey pregnant. I want to have like 5 kids. I got one right now. I take care of 4.
That's hard work, man. That's more work than all your businesses in one,
man. Bro. It's beautiful work.
I agree with you.
I love being a dad, man.
I feel you.
My kid's 11 now. I'm like, man, this shit's the best.
Yeah, you still have a daughter.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
It's the balance to all this. We're in the game.
Yeah.
So when all this other shit starts to get to you, you're like kind of like, man, my kid is the number one focus of it. It just really keeps me alive. So.
Yo, I think you can make it to that 200 million.
Man, if I get it, man, you gonna come see me for sure, cause I'm gonna remember every step of the way. Right. And my whole goal is to spread that out the right way and to just enjoy life, not to stress out none.
Yeah.
And I'm a sick fuck. So if I get to 200 M's, I'm putting it all back and I'm going hard with the media shit. I want to go into the movie shit, documentaries real hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's not a lot of good movies out anymore.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. And they flooding the market with so many movies, you don't know what's what.
Look, man, there's a lot of stories that need to be told, especially from my area.
Yeah.
You think about Frisco, Oakland, Vallejo, Richmond, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
East Palo Alto, there's a lot of crime stories that need to be told. The Asians, the Russians, the Mexicans, the whole shit. So
True indeed. Yo, man, I appreciate you. Thank you for coming through.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate you having me here, man. Legendary building, man. Dope spot.
Absolutely. One World Studios, DJ Wonder.
Hell yeah. One flow.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, man.
Hey, what up? It's your boy Berner. Shout out to DJ Boy Wonder and shout out to AllHipHop. You rocking with the motherfucking GOAT.